What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. No review, just a rant. Snoop Dogg is a hypocrite once again. He's still a hypocrite in 2019. Let's start with this. I'm sure a lot of you know about the banning and deplatforming of certain individuals. This started with Alex Jones. He basically got depersoned from the internet, deplatformed from the internet. All social media, they don't want him on for his hate speech, whatever that means. Same thing with now they started with Milo Yiannopoulos, Lara Loomer, and a few others. And within the mix, you got Louis Farrakhan. A lot of people, including myself, said they like, why are they lumping him in? Now me, unlike most people, I'm saying, why are they lumping him in? Because of his political leanings. His leanings are different than a lot of the people that I mentioned before. Farrakhan, most people know, very controversial figure. He says a lot of fucking, how do I put it? Polemic things. You know what I mean? A lot of it I totally disagree with. Some of the stuff he says I can run with, but a lot of it I disagree with. He's really out there. But enter political activist Snoop Doggy Dogg, the one rapper who released an album titled Doggy Style. I just have to put that out there. I wanna put this in perspective for y'all, okay? So this Negro comes out on Instagram Live and drops, I think, 2 videos talking about, because well, let me backtrack a little bit. Facebook and Instagram and I think Twitter, they said, hey, we're deplatforming all these guys. They have a lifetime ban, and anyone associated with these guys, if you post anything that's associated with them, we're banning your ass too. So guilty, essentially guilty by association. If you have any links to their shit, we're banning you. Okay, so enter Snoop Dogg now. Now he gets his black ass on Instagram Live, and he starts complaining, saying, "Hey, listen, this isn't right. That they're going after Farrakhan. That they deplatformed him. We should all take our favorite Farrakhan videos and put them up. Repost all of your Farrakhan videos that you like." Now, shout out to Amazing Lucas for this, for picking this up. He dropped a video on this, I believe, yesterday. At the time, Snoop did not put up any Farrakhan videos. He was waiting for all of y'all to do it, which is hilarious because a lot of y'all would have got the boot. A lot of y'all would have got deplatformed, essentially by these social media companies' edict. You would have got the boot. He would have been fine because he didn't have anything related to him. He just put up his own video. So that's hypocritical in itself. You would think if you were to take him a little bit more seriously, all he would do was put up a Farrakhan video. He didn't have to record anything of himself. He would just say, like, I stand with him. In fact, there's a bullshit hashtag going around, we stand with Farrakhan, or something like that. I don't even know. But he eventually put up a video, albeit 18 posts later, So I guess someone may have got to him and said, hey bro, where's your video at? Shout out to whoever got in his ear and told him to put his video up, because that's my problem with a lot of these ideologues, especially on the far left. They want to tell you how to live, meanwhile they're not doing any of that shit. But that's the easy way of him being a hypocrite. That's saying it on the face. I'm gonna take it one step deeper. I've done a video on how this dude's a hypocrite, because he's another one with Trump derangement syndrome. But let me take it one step deeper. If this dude was all about being against censorship and everything, when they deplatformed Alex Jones, he would have stood up. He would have said, you know what? I may not agree with that guy, but he has a right to speak. That's where I do agree, and I've said this before, that's where I do agree with dudes like Bill Maher. Even though I consider him somewhat of a far leftist himself, he said that on his show. He totally believes in freedom of speech. He goes, look, he said about Alex Jones, I don't agree with Alex Jones, but he has a right to speak. And he also brought up the fact that, and I've said this before as well, this is another reason why Snoop is a hypocrite, because guess what? When you start deplatforming people, who's next? You know, I've said this 1,000 times. You're sitting in silence because it's people you don't like, people who don't echo what you believe. But the minute they get someone that you like, all of a sudden you're up in arms. No, that's not the way freedom of speech works. See, Negroes like him don't understand this. A lot of these far leftists don't get it. Freedom of speech is all encompassing. So even if someone is a neo-Nazi, for example, an ideology which I detest totally, but they have a right to speak. You know why? Because when it comes my turn to speak, I don't want y'all saying, nah, we're censoring you. No, fuck that. I want to know what that Nazi's thinking. I want to know. Be honest. Listen, so I know not to deal with him, or I know where I could debunk him based on how he's thinking, based on what he's saying. I could say you're wrong because of this, and this. That's an ancient ideology. It's stupid. You're following a guy who's worshiping his dog, essentially, or was in love with his dog or whatever. You'll never get anywhere by not having the conversation, essentially. But yeah, this is why Snoop is a hypocrite. He never came out when all these other people were getting deplatformed. And let me tell you something. Any one of y'all that follow Farrakhan or feel the same way that Snoop does, I'll say honestly, feel the way Snoop does, because I think Snoop is doing this just to capitalize. He really don't give a fuck, because he never was that type of guy. But if you honestly feel that way about Louis Farrakhan, you have to feel that way about freedom of speech in its entirety. That's how you know people like me are genuine, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if people that are opposite than me have something to say. People on the far left, go ahead, say what you need to say. My stances aren't emotionally driven. That's how I know that I'm confident in what I say. A lot of y'all that people that censor are trying to cut off the conversation before it's even had. So that's how I know that I'm confident in what I believe. A lot of these people that believe in censorship, they believe in it up until your ass is up on the chopping block. So Snoop Dogg, you're a hypocrite. Any one of y'all that believe in this shit, you have to believe in it in its entirety. Like I said, don't be hashtagging because this Negro Snoop Dogg told you to hashtag. No, do it on your own volition. People like Snoop Dogg don't give a shit. The guy's a multimillionaire. He's on some show with fucking what's my girl's name? Martha Stewart. This dude, he could care less. Stop following these fucking celebrities. I swear to God, man. This dude, I'm done. Alright? That's all I gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love. Leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. And upvote my video, share my video, and that's it. Peace, bitches.